Would you like me to repeat the question?
I think I got the gist of it. Cut me off if I start to ramble. I would say very quickly, strategic planning is not done within. It takes working with your counties, it takes working with your state departments, and it takes working with your congressional leaders. Strategic planning is essential to the future of a community, and if there's not dialogue with your state departments and your state leaders and your counties, then strategic planning is not effective. Derek mentioned the I-65 corridor, and we know we have this road that's becoming quite a problem, and we've got 31 that needs to be expanded. Strategic planning is not just about infrastructure in terms of roads. Strategic planning encompasses a good deal of things, and I know we always tend to gravitate towards roads, but strategic planning in its entirety talks about economic development, it talks about residential development, it talks about infrastructure. If we're not connecting the dots, then how can we really put a strategic plan in place? We have a master thoroughfare plan that's already been proposed, and we have a comprehensive plan. But those are just that. They're plans. They're to be built upon. They're to be changing with the times. And certainly if we don't have the funds to implement some of our ideas within the strategic plan, then our plan is all for naught. So what I would like to see is a plan put in place to, again, grow revenue so that we can, when we formulate a sound strategic plan that encompasses several areas, we can pay for that strategic plan when it's time. So to answer your question, Dustin, if there's not adequate planning, then our strategic plan will not take hold.
Would you like me to repeat the question?
No, thank you. I think that the short answer to that is to communicate with those who can help. The mayor is not a king, he's not a dictator. He can't command a road to be built or a sewer plant to be expanded. It takes the efforts of the entire board, and it takes advisors from other committees in the city. And I think that the city has done a fairly good job of planning so far. We have a major thoroughfare plan that we put in place, and we have amended it. Highway 31 is a good example of how we've amended the thoroughfare plan to reflect not riding it through downtown. We have a master land use plan, a future land use plan, and we're working on a parks and recreation plan to reflect bike trails and walking trails and areas of recreation for the city. Our sewer and water plants are both being expanded so that they can better handle the growth of the city. When they are expanded, the city will be able to double in size safely. The police department has a new police station in its capital improvements plan, as does the fire department. So we are doing some things to help with the growth of the city as far as planning. Now specifically, one of the things that I would like to do is I would like to carry Buckner Road out to the interstate and tie it into the interstate, which I think would relieve the pressure off of Highway 31. And that would alleviate a lot of our traffic problems. Representative Ty Cobb serves on the Transportation Committee for the state. And I have a very good working relationship with Representative Cobb. And I think that as we move forward, we can see some of these transportation ideas come to fruition by working with those that are in the state that can help us.
Thank you. Start with those with Derek.
Before I forget, first of all, Cindy, I'd like to disagree with you a little bit about the comprehensive master plan. In talking with Brad Thompson and Wilbur Smith, he said this is really the only opportunity that the city of Spring Hill has to do this on their own, that they don't have to necessarily be at the mercy of the county lines. We have a very unique situation here in Spring Hill, and part of the stress and the struggle comes from the fact that when you only listen to Williamson County, Murray County gets a little miffed, and it, I don't know, you can call it the Hatfields and the McCoys or whatever you want to call it, but the nice thing about the control that we have with the comprehensive master plan is that that line will be erased, and we will not be at the mercy of the counties. We certainly need to lean on them. We certainly need to, as Michael said, work with them in getting those things taken care of. But it's my understanding that with MTAS, we have the ability to do need assessments. We have plenty of services that we can get from them to assist us But we are in control of one thing in this city, and that's our comprehensive master plan.